Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming out to another episode of Roast Yourself. Ba, 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 ba. This is a self-deprecating game show where when comedians get eliminated, they get to roast themselves. How exciting is that? So excited. We're gonna introduce our judge. This next guy regularly skewers me on the internet even when not doing the show. Put your hands together for Joe Saba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Joe, how are you?
I'm very well, Ronald. How are you?
Very well. I like that you're calling me Ronald. I will accept that. Joe, is there anything specific that you're looking for tonight?
I'm looking for lots of laughs, crudeness if possible, scandal, just to have a really good time, basically.
Thank you so much, Joe. All right, everyone, we are going to start meeting all of our comedians. Are you ready for that? Our first comedian is from Phoenix, Arizona. She's a sketch writer for an online sketch group called Hot Phoenix Nights. Give it up for Kate Borrell. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Hi, Kate. How are you?
I'm good. If I move in a certain angle, I'd look like I could be in heaven.
Our next comedian hosts the monthly show called Loud Bitch. Give it up for Sheria Mattis. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, how are you?
I'm great, Ronnie. I'm so glad to be here, but real talk, I'm so tired. I'm so depressed. The world is destroying me little by little. Every time I read the news, I want to sleep for 10 years. But I'm great. It's good to be here.
Me too. I slept all day instead of working on the show because I'm a jerk.
God bless you. No, you did the right thing.
Our next performer is on the Pit Improv House team Sugarfoot. Welcome, Donovan Santiago. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Hello there.
Donovan, how are you?
Also tired, but ready to give the 1-2 punch for tonight.
The 1-2 punch?
That's my motto. You may be exhausted, but I'm ready to punch.
Donovan, do you have a name for your mustache?
It's very much inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood. So
Okay.
If you have any milkshakes, I'd be happy to drink from them.
All right, the next performer has done Risk and a featured storyteller on Amazon Stories. Give it up for Rory Scholl. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Rory, how are you?
Yeah, I'm just catching up on all the hate mail I'm getting from the far right lately. That's what I'm doing right now.
All right, let's get this whole show started. This first round is called Roast the Audience. I want to show you guys a 2-minute video, and then afterwards we are going to roast this audience member.
This is like your farmer child who has no idea what life is like in the city.
Hi, Laura. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. How do you feel right now?
I don't know. So many layers of things.
How old are you in this picture?
That was like my 7th birthday.
You go to a barber shop instead of like a hair salon?
Yeah. So I used to go to this beautiful little hairstyle shop, and I grew up on a farm. So it was a really small town that was close by. So I used to go to one, and she was wonderful, and she did my hair like an 80s kid should have their hair. So I had that beautiful, like really long, flowy mullet hair top. And then I started going to a barber shop where they were used to cutting men's hair all the time. I had that, I kid you not, for probably like 18 freaking years.
You like this haircut, right?
No, I didn't know what I was doing. I like my bangs though. I remember liking that part of it. My brother was the one who ended up teaching me how to do my hair. And so I think that also had an influence. That was kind of boyish haircut.
So in this picture, we have you holding a Ken doll.
I feel like he was possessed, and I feel like that he was possessing me. So that day that I got that Ken doll, instantly he went missing, and I didn't find him for years later. I remember searching for him, and that's why I think he was possessed.
So you did find him though.
5 years later in some random box.
If you're looking at this picture, what do you think is like the most roastable thing?
I have a thing about kids and dolls. They're evil. My sisters and brother used to chase me around the house with a doll.
If this Ken doll were to possess you, what do you think he would make you do?
I don't know, get rid of those overalls. I thought I was so styling with those overalls. I was like, I look just like my dad. That was a good hair day, actually. Considering.
Did young Laura ever cut her own hair?
No, I was so trusting of adults. I was just like, just do it for me. Know that there's no other kids at my birthday party.
Wait, is this your birthday party?
Yeah, Yeah. Maybe it was the morning and they just gave me gifts in the morning to send me home to school.
Final question. Is there anything off limits from roasting this picture?
No.
They're going to be vicious.
Go for it.
Thank you, Laura, for doing this.
You're welcome.
All right. Are we ready to get the roasting started? Kate.
This photo screams, first guy I've ever held and he ghosted me soon after.
Donovan.
Children of the Corn called. They like their kids back.
Rory.
Looks like one of David Spade's sperm.
Sheria.
I can't believe this was professionally done. Did her mother walk her into there and say, I want a haircut that screams androgynous Victorian ghost child?
Kate.
This haircut couldn't decide if it wanted to be stylized as either young Justin Bieber or a Karen in training. It chose both.
Donovan, and then Rory.
This is a flashback for Making a Murderer when they show the photo of the kid. This is the photo of that kid.
Rory.
Yeah, this is right before she puts Barbie in the microwave and makes Ken watch.
Sheria.
I was just saying I love the Oshkosh Bagage chic. I just feel like it's serving 70s missing child on a milk carton realness.
Rory.
It did look like she went to Supercuts and showed him a picture of a collie's ass and said this.
Kate.
I really love that she supported her local hair salon, Babysitter Shop of Horrors.
Donovan.
Looks like the stand-in for Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1.
Kate.
I suspect she is a Christian child because it looks like only her Ken doll is allowed to show so much skin.
Rory.
It's a movie poster for Honey, I Shrank Ellen DeGeneres.
Sharia.
I just was like, when I first saw it, was like, oh, we're roasting Chaz Bono. I love him. What a beautiful
Kate.
I've seen this photo in an ad campaign against boys playing with dolls.
Sharia.
I just wanted to comment on the Ken doll, who I guess that's the Mattel's Butch Queen first time at a ball Ken doll. I love that he's wearing a midriff. I love that he was haunted. And I wonder if he came to life to escape to a gay bar because he's dressed for it.
Rory, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I think the light in the upper right-hand corner is from the mothership coming to take her home.
Donovan, did you have one?
Yeah. It's tough to tell who's the doll and who's the
Sharia.
I just was wondering, did they make a 70s remake of Little Lord Fauntleroy?
Kate.
This was before she learned the Barbie girl song lied to her. He's all plastic.
Donovan.
I have a theory that there is a severed head in the back of that fridge. So that is why it is closed in the photo.
Sharia.
Oh, I just love that the Ken doll was much more femme than she ever was.
Rory.
Happy for her that she's going to be playing Tweety Bird in the next Space Jam sequel.
Kate.
This is the Olsen twin no one talks about.
Donovan, did you?
Love child of Norman Bates and his mother.
Oh, no. That was amazing. Give it up for yourselves. Joe, how was that for you?
It was good. There was a lot of different styles there.
Were there any like standout burns for you?
I really liked Rory's joke about David Spade's sperm. And I really liked Sheria's delivery in general.
Who is like your favorite so far that's definitely moving on to the next round?
I would say Sheria is definitely safe.
Give it up for Sheria. Guys, I like making Joe make the hard decisions because I don't want to be the asshole anymore. All right, so now we have to talk this out. Joe, we have to get rid of one of these people. Who are we going to get rid of?
I've grown so fond of all of you in these last 4 minutes. I think I'm going to have to eliminate... Donovan.
Oh! Everyone give it up for Donovan.
I'm just happy to be here.
Donovan, do you mean that?
Yes, because I was free at this time when you requested.
Well, Donovan, thank you for being here. If I were to roast you right now, I would just roast your mustache all day long.
Oh, thank you.
But I'm not going to do that to you. This is your turn to roast. All right, Donovan, you may roast yourself when you're ready.
All right, so I was taught at a young age to be a cat caller by my dad. Little did he know this would be the type of cats I would attract. I framed this photo. Me and my first piece of pussy. I had to go there. Going back to Making a Murderer, why I already had it in my head, this is the innocent photo they used for the Making a Murderer documentary. Like he was a sweet boy, but then he turned. And actually, I put it in here, he was a sweat boy, because I misspelled sweet. But I do sweat a lot, even then. This cat passed away when I was young. Little did I know, my mom made it up. He ran away because I scared the rest of the kittens away. People ask me, how come I was a virgin for so long? Pulls out the photo. Because I'm a caring person, as you can see in this photo. I look like the type of kid who was bullied. Well, joke's on you. I was bullied. That's all I got.
Donovan, I feel like you remind me of Elmira from Tiny Toon. She just hugs cats till they die, right? Is that how that works?
This cat is still probably alive somewhere, I think. Probably watching me with binoculars.
Like on a cat farm.
On a cat farm, like in Brooklyn, so across the street.
Here, it's sad you had to go so soon. Right. Do you have any final words?
I'll be watching, so keep it up, roast each other.
All right, everyone, we're going to start round 2. Who's ready for round 2? Guys, round 2 is called
Younger Me is Like.
And the way this works is I'm going to give them suggestions of proper nouns, and they're going to use those proper nouns to fill a sentence. Younger me is like. So an example is, if it was internet, they'd say, younger me is like the internet because it was hard for me to connect with people. Or something like that. Does that make sense to everyone? And are we ready? Our first suggestion is the gym. Younger me is like the gym. Kate.
Younger me is like the gym. I require a lot of money to be spent.
Rory.
Younger me was like a gym, just a big dumbbell.
Kate.
Younger me is like the gym. You're excited to be around me at first, but then you lose motivation after a few weeks.
Sheria.
Younger me is like the gym in that quite a few lesbians came to work out their shit on me.
Rory, did you have one?
And then Kate. Younger me is like the gym because sometimes for $10 you can come inside all month.
Kate.
Younger me is like the gym. There were just too many men around.
We are moving on. Younger me is like IKEA because... Kate.
Younger me is like IKEA. Men get lost in me.
Rory.
Younger me is like IKEA. I never got it together.
Sheria.
Younger me is like IKEA because I too have caused lots of breakups.
Rory.
Younger me was like IKEA. I was filled with meatballs too.
Yes, there it is. Meatballs, you get a point. Those are terrible meatballs, by the way.
Terrible.
Jumping ahead to the TV show Friends. Younger me was like the TV show Friends because... Kate.
Younger me was like the TV show Friends. Not many black people hung around.
Sheria.
Damn it, I'm just going to reclaim this for myself. Younger me was like the TV show Friends because I too was surrounded by an unlikely amount of white people.
Try it out, Rory. I know you got what it takes.
Yeah, let's see. Younger me was like Friends. Could I have been any more annoying?
Oh, okay, all right, Kate.
Younger me was like the TV show Friends. It never worked when I said, how you doing?
How you doing? Sheria.
Younger me was like the TV show Friends because I was fat phobic, I ran on too long, and was not as funny as I thought I was.
Rory.
Younger me was like Friends because I always came after Frasier too.
Kate.
Younger me was like Friends. My transphobic jokes weren't funny either.
Yeah. Great. The next one is a natural disaster. Younger me is like a natural disaster because... Kate.
Younger me is like a natural disaster. People run away the moment they see water pouring down.
Sheria.
Younger me is like a natural disaster because I was in need of government intervention that never came.
Rory.
Younger
So
me was
retarded.
like a natural disaster because when people saw me coming, they hid in their basement.
Kate.
Younger me was like a natural disaster. The storm came before the calm.
Younger me was like a natural disaster. It was extremely tragic, and I will never forget.
Great. Moving on to our last one. Fast food restaurant. Younger me is like a fast food restaurant because. Kate.
Younger me is like a fast food restaurant because people were always in and out.
Sharia.
Younger me was like a fast food restaurant, cheap, greasy, and full of hormones.
Rory, was that a hand up, Rory?
Sure, younger me was like a fast food restaurant. I'd make people sick too.
Kate.
Younger me was like a fast food restaurant. I was always unhealthy for you and somehow made you fat.
Great, that's our round 2. Give it up for yourselves. Joe, how was that round for you?
That was a really good round. A lot of standout material there.
Yeah. Was there one or two jokes that really stand out for you?
Yeah, the one that made me laugh out loud the hardest was Sheria's joke about, what was it, the greasy, what was it again?
Cheap, greasy, and full of hormones.
That was it. I loved that one.
So memorable you forgot it.
It's cool. I paid him to say that, but not enough.
How much would it have taken, Joe, for you to remember?
Not much, like another 75 cents.
Yeah, if the check didn't bounce, then I don't know what else.
It's sad when your Venmo transactions are bouncing.
Yeah.
Joe, you had a couple more, or was that your favorite one at all?
I think that would, of all of them, there are a lot of good ones, but that would be my favorite.
Great. So who's definitely moving on to the next round?
Sheria is safe.
Oh, Sheria! The top choice twice in a row. How does that feel?
It feels great. You're my favorite white man now.
Me or Joe?
Joe.
Oh,
you can get
wow.
second place. You get the plaque. You get a certificate.
Thank you. I'll take my participation trophy. Thank you. All right, let's talk this out. Joe, what are strengths between, so Rory, what are his strengths that you liked? Anything like that really stood out?
I like his delivery. He has kind of an old-fashioned stand-up comic delivery. He kind of reminds me of someone you would have seen on SNL or on a improv stage like in the 80s, and it has that really kind of good way back feel.
Aww.
Rory, in the 80s,
Yeah.
but also in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, nothing modern, nothing recent about my jokes.
And what did you like about Kate?
Kate, she's just like, I like how you can tell she's coming up with this stuff like off the cuff, and she's really quick, kind of a master at self-deprecation, which is what this is all about.
Joe, I'm going to make you make hard decisions right now. You have to pick one person. Who is getting eliminated?
I will be eliminating Rory.
Oh, everyone give it up for Rory. Rory, I'm sorry you have to go.
Me too.
Yeah, well, I blame the judge. I don't take any satisfaction in you leaving.
You don't?
No, I'm crying on the inside right now.
I'm crying. This is how I cry. This is it. I keep it all inside.
Rory, are you ready to roast yourself?
I'm ready. I'm the tiny little one holding the microphone. I don't even look like that anymore. I think this is the night I got my first period. That's what I look like. I look like I'm dressed like Oliver Twist's sister in this picture. I don't know what it is. This is I think I look like Fievel the mouse. Then Fievel goes west. It's Fievel goes down. That's the picture. And this band, did I think I was in a band? I was auditioning for Americant Idol. I think this is right before I lost my father's love. I'm pretty sure that's where this picture takes place. And to this day, I still don't know how to use a microphone properly. I'm not doing it right. And I looked like now, I look like the Shrinky Dink version of me. Like I've eaten 3 of me since then. I look like a guy who has spent a lot of time inside of a locker. I bet it looks like I smell like a wet ferret. That's what I would think if I just met this person, I said, that's a person who cries when they poop too hard. That's what right there. Okay. All right. I'm done roasting me. That's it. I'm gonna go.
Everyone give it up for Rory. Rory, that was amazing and courageous.
Yeah,
Do you have any final words?
Joe, I want my money back. All right, that's all. Yeah.
Joe, the Venmo transaction bounced on Rory.
Bounced again.
Done.
All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thanks, Rory. All right, we're moving on to the final, not the final round, but like almost the final round. This is a compliment battle, and I like to call this round.
Yes, more, Mr. Nice Guy.
What this round is, it's a compliment battle. But Kate and Sheria, do you know each other?
Not at all.
No.
Perfect. That's what we like on this show, is strangers complimenting each other. The world needs more of that. All right, so what we're going to do to get you all in the right frame of mind, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. They're all simple questions, and you just listen to each other's answers, and then we're going to compliment battle after that.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Cool? First question is for Sheria. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm existentially exhausted, but okay.
I love it. And Kate, how are you doing?
Day, I'm doing pretty fine.
All right, Kate, what's the nicest thing you've ever done?
The nicest was when I drove someone home who was drunk. I drove him out from a bar open mic in what looks like a white trailer trash town. And I drove all the way out to Phoenix. And when we almost got to the apartment, the car was out of gas. And I had to pull over the side of the road and find gas. And that was a chaotic night. And then he was like, let's watch some Wall-E. And that alone is just a different story that we don't have time to get into.
So the nicest thing you ever did was watch Wall-E with a drunk guy. Sheria, what's the nicest thing you've ever done?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Next thing I ever done was taught at for free, volunteer taught English at an orphanage in Haiphong, Vietnam for like 3 years.
How was that? That sounds amazing.
It was great. They were like my biggest class, but they were like my best kids. They were awesome kids. They were great kids.
Nice. Yeah. I love all of that.
Yeah. They were great.
All right, Sheria, next question is for you. What is your greatest attribute?
Greatest attribute is my ability to recall pop culture information at a moment's notice. I know everything about Boy Meets World and Living Single and any kind of true crime murder.
I love all of that.
Yeah.
Kate, what is your greatest attribute?
My greatest attribute is the ability to learn fast at something. Mm-hmm. So, like, if I were to be in a boxing gym and you just taught me a few punches, I could easily master those in a few minutes, and then you could be like, okay, let's move on to this and stuff like that.
I love it. All right, Kate, this is a good segue to the next question. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
If I was a superhero, I basically would be a Care Bear. Probably give too many hugs.
That's my favorite superhero that's ever existed. Okay, Sheria, what would your superpower be?
My superpower would be, I would probably want to be able to transport to places instantly. Just pop in and out of places. That's not comedy. That's just real. That's just how
That way we don't ever have to take the subway again.
Exactly. I hate walking. I hate commuting. So my superpower would be that.
I love it. All right, for this last question, it's more Kate, do you have a question for Sheria? Anything you want to know before we move on?
What is your favorite dinosaur?
Probably just like a brontosaurus. I like their like long necks. I like that they're vegan. I like that they got thick thighs like me.
Sheria, do you have a question for Kate?
What's your hair and skin regimen?
This hair just naturally curlies, and I don't really need to do much brushing with it. And as for skin regimen, unless I'm putting on acne cream, not really doing much.
Do you guys think you have enough to compliment battle each other?
I think so.
Yeah.
Great. All right, Sheria, you could start the compliment battle now.
Hey, Kate. Kate's hair is so thick and bouncy. Is that where you bounce all your great ideas off of? Your thick, bouncy, perfect hair? Bitch. I don't know.
You said that.
Yeah, I said, bitch.
Sheria, you volunteering in Vietnam is the best thing America has done for Vietnam. Bravo.
The bar for that is low. Kate, you drove someone home who was drunk, or were they drunk on your wit and beauty? Bitch. And they wanted to watch Wall-E with you. Why? Because they wanted to see another beautiful, child-friendly masterpiece.
I love this.
Sheria, I admire that your superpower is to transport anywhere, because I think you transported to my heart.
I might find a wife after this. If this gets to your wife, Ronny, you will be my favorite white man. Kate. Oh, okay. Of course, your superhero is a Care Bear, because you're so cute and you care so much, and you're what we need in this world. Bitch.
Sheria, I figured your dinosaur would be a brontosaurus, because you're so confident with your thick thighs and long neck, bitch.
Oh man, I love this. We'll do one more round.
Okay. Of course, you're a genius with perfect skin and perfect hair that you don't even have to do anything for you. It's because the light from you glows from within. Namaste. I don't know.
Kate, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
Sheria, are you thinking about being a Jeopardy contestant? Because your pop culture knowledge could be such a moneymaker, bitch.
Oh. Give it up for each other. Joe, how was that for you?
I didn't know compliments could be that funny.
Joe, have you never gotten a funny compliment?
I've gotten a lot of funny insults. Okay.
Where did you get those glasses from Harry Potter who thinks you're the better brother? How does that feel? Do you feel better on the inside now?
I feel warm and fuzzy and sparkly AF.
Okay, I love it.
That's
Joe,
bad.
we have to make hard decisions now, though. I hate that I have to put this on you, but you're the one who's got to do it, because I hate looking like the asshole. All right, Joe, drum roll. Who is moving on and who is going home?
I would say the one moving on is Sheria.
Oh!
Oh my God.
You made it! You made it to the finals!
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh
Everyone, clap for Sheria, but also clap for Kate, who we have to send home right now. Kate, how are you feeling right now?
You really like me.
You
No,
made
I'm
it this
feeling
far.
great. I made it
Yep.
this far.
Most people don't make it this far. All right, are you ready to roast yourself?
All right, so this picture was taken when I was a toddler, and it's also what I use to show therapists that I do have childhood trauma. So my dad took me to a Chuck E. Cheese as practice for how to behave at Disneyland. And that's how I found out my family's broke. I looked so lonely, even my close friends weren't real. Fun fact, my mom looked at this photo and asked my dad, whose son is this? Anyway, you can tell by this photo that I didn't grow up to be a good driver. I call this my Bonnie and Clyde moment, except I'm clearly doing all the work because my Clyde isn't being helpful. Being in that car at Chuck E. Cheese with other kids running around is the closest I've been to road rage. My childhood photo pops up when you type in Google Images, missing children, 90s throwback. So my boyfriend looked at this photo and he called it creepy. And then I realized he wasn't talking about the giant rat. I don't know what's more concerning, the giant rat having razor sharp teeth, or the fact that I look like I'm enjoying myself in this. I'm like, this photo makes me look like I'm 3 photos and a different hairstyle away from being a child of the corn. I definitely look like the little girl in the horror movie that you want to stay away from because I'm like, do you want to play with me? I'm surprised I wasn't kicked out for wearing a Disney shirt because I'm wearing Mickey and Minnie in that shirt. And I'm surprised the employees there weren't like, this isn't the brand. This is the wrong brand. This is Chuck E. Cheese. This is not Disney. Get out.
Everyone, give it up for Kate. Kate, how do you feel right now?
I feel amazing.
Hopefully we helped you work through some things today.
Saved me money on therapy.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
what I'm here for. You could have your insurance company send me the bill. Wait, or
right,
send me money. Money, not the bill. I don't want the bill.
No, I'll send you the bill.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. All right, everyone. We are moving on to the final round. Are we ready for this? Woo! Sheria, how do you feel right now?
Unprepared.
Good, because so am I. All right, everyone. The way this is going to work is Sheria is going to roast herself. I'm going to roast myself, and then I'm going to read tweets of Twitter roasting me, and then Joe will pick a winner out of those 3, and then we'll all go home and cry. How does that sound for everyone?
Perfect.
Great. Ready when you are.
Shit. Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
So I first just want to, before I start roasting, I want to give a shout out to what is left of that weave. She held on for as long as she could and much longer than she should have. It looks like it was washed up ashore. This is a picture from me for my semester abroad in Korea, where I majored in being hungover and coming to class smelling of alcohol. I love this look here because it's very like that creepy lesbian who sits in the back of the classroom, because I was that creepy lesbian who sat in the back of the classroom. I also just want to give a shout out to that shirt designer. It is from the Savers collection. It's really high. It's I was just trying to go for like a 3rd grade teacher who really shouldn't be allowed to dress herself. That was the look that I was serving here. And those glasses, some people were like, oh, look at those Coke bottle glasses. Those bitches were a full liter. Yes, they were prescription. They were prescription. I'm nearsighted, so it helped me see all the pussy that I was not gonna get that summer. Here's me with a Polaroid picture. Because I like to waste money that I barely have on useless shit that I'm gonna eventually lose. This is just a nice little picture of me as a mistake, making mistakes with a purchase that was purchased mistakenly. Here I am with my homegirl Katarina. She is Norwegian. She is very cool, and she did spend a lot of time kind of rubbing in my face how she had healthcare and I did not. Yes, those are bangs that I put each to the side, and yes, that is a relaxer. It did not relax anyone. In fact, looking at this relaxer right now makes me feel extremely on edge. And I don't know. That's it.
How do you feel right now?
I feel all right. I feel much better than I did when I got on this call. I'm gonna be real. I think this has really been a good boost for my confidence. Kate, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna marry you because I appreciate when you call me bitch.
You said that.
Yeah, I said bitch. I feel good. This is good for me.
This is my prom picture. Tweets about this are from, the first one is from Kate_Johnson. And Kate says, "You just know this picture is going to end up on the news with her face blurred out in the caption. Neighbors described him as a quiet kid who kept to himself." All right, next tweet is from Kristen Seltman. And Kristen says, "It was nice of your cousin to go to prom with you and nicer of her to give you an OTPHJ while at prom." I had to look up what that meant, and it means over the pants hand job. So yes, I got an over the pants hand job from my cousin. All right, this next one is from Greg Crow, and Greg says, "Who has 5 buttons on their jacket? Did you just get back from signing the Constitution?" Pretty good. This one is from Pete Stegemeyer, and Pete says, "You're dressed like you're attending a funeral for her hopes and dreams." All right, these next two paired well together, so I'm going to read them together. Meg Felling says, "Ronnie, I didn't know you used to be a lesbian." And then Shell Mercy followed it up by saying, "Cool of you to be the beard." Catherine Cockerell says, "Your face is the reason Mark Zuckerberg wears sunscreen." Stefania says, "Was your face always that red, or is it from the embarrassment of taking this photo?" Lauren Hope Crass says, "And so the saga begins of women too hot for Ronnie, but who Ronnie wanted anyway." All right. Ouch, that one hurts. A couple more. This one is from JB Davis, and JB Davis says, "Some take their crushes to prom, while others take their babysitter." And we have one more, and this is from Andrew Kimless. "I didn't know they did prom when you're homeschooled." Man, I don't know if I have what it takes to live up to all this, so we're going to go through my jokes right now, and then Joe's going to pick a winner, and then we go home. All right. Ronnie, you look like a mortician who's taken a selfie with a grieving widow. Ronnie, your bat ears are flapping out because they're not used to the sunlight. Ronnie, you're so deathly skinny here that her backup plan was to take the science class skeleton to prom. You two are one DNA test away from finding out that you have the same parents. You two look like your brother and sister who accidentally kissed. and liked it. Ooh. Her father said home by midnight. You got her home before prom even started because you were a little scaredy boy. True story was your first photo on Match.com because you wanted to prove that you were actually awkward that you read the room at a 3rd grade level. You look like you ran a marathon for nice guys and you all finished last. Guys, that's all I have.
Woo!
Joe, you have some tough decisions to make.
I do.
Are you ready? Is there someone you want to eliminate right off the bat?
Well, first I want to say I loved your mortician joke.
Thank you.
That was a really good one. And then the one about prom for people who were homeschooled.
Uh-huh.
Because, fun fact, I was homeschooled. And while I didn't go to homeschoolers prom exists. That is true.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So. Well, I would say that I will eliminate Twitter's jokes.
Poor Twitter. Bye-bye, Twitter.
Sorry, Twitter. The winner of this week's Roast Yourself is Sheria.
Oh! You did it!
Yes! Oh my God! Thank you so much. Oh, so I get a vaccine at the first shot at the vaccines, right?
Yes. You also get all of your Venmo transactions back.
Sweet, great. That was 30 cents that I could not afford to give away.
How does it feel to be the winner?
Oh my God, it's amazing. This is literally the only thing that I have achieved today. So.
Well, you did it, and we are very proud of you.
Thank you so much. Oh, this was so much fun. Yo, this is dope. Joe, can you be a judge for everything that I do? I like you the opposite of that.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to edit this. There's a nice Eventbrite link down below if you want to donate money to everyone. We split that evenly, and we all love money. We all know how that is. All right, bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Did it. Ba 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 ba.